So, quite a better view to talk, huh? So hello again everyone, my name is Rebecca and my mission for today is take you to the Louvre Museum, which is not only the most visited museum in Paris, but in the entire world. So I kind of suppose you're excited for it, huh? Great. So the main purpose of this tour is take you inside, skipping the entrance line, and provide you directions to reach Mona Lisa in the fastest possible way. So in about 5 minutes, you're gonna be face to face with her. Then it's starting here with me. We're gonna discuss a little bit about the history of this place before being a museum, and also about Mona Lisa history, so you can be contextualizing before seeing her. Then we're gonna go inside all together, and once we are inside, I'll provide you some maps and tell you how you can reach Mona Lisa. After it, you're gonna be free to do your own visit in your pace until 6 p.m., which is the closing time of the museum for today. So you're gonna have plenty of time ahead to try to see as much as you can of the museum. Okay? If you have any questions at any time, just ask me. I'll be happy to answer them. For a moment, let's go now for a piece of history. So, this place hasn't always been a museum. It had two different purposes before to become it. Do you have an idea what was it before?
Fortress.
Very good one, yeah. It was the first purpose of this place. It was built in the 11th century to be a fortress to protect the city of Paris. But the thing is, here we are literally in the middle of city center. So when Paris started to grow a little bit, they just realized that it wouldn't be very helpful having a fortress right here. And that's why they changed it into the second purpose. Any guesses?
Royal Palace.
Yeah, great one. You did your homework, huh? Good. So yeah, then it became a palace, and it started from Francisco first until Louis XIV. All kings of France live right here. Louis XIV, he had some bigger plans, you know. So he just built this side, and then he moved it there. And here it started to be like a safe place to keep the royal collections for a while, until the French Revolution, when they decided to change it to a properly museum as we know nowadays, with renowned pieces like the Vista of Ghana, Venus de Milo, and of course the most famous one, Mona Lisa. So, talking a little bit about Mona Lisa history, she was painted by an Italian guy, Leonardo da Vinci, who started the painting in Italy. But sometime later, he moved to France, and when he was here, he just sold the painting to a French king, François I, or François I. And that's why Mona Lisa remains in France and not in Italy, which Italian people are not very happy about it, you know? Do we have any Italians here this morning? Half Italian? Yeah. Okay, and do you have any opinion about Mona Lisa being here instead of Italy?
I don't care.
Okay. Okay, great. So I think we can consider Mona Lisa safe if you're here. Well, then why is Mona Lisa that famous? First reason, because of her eyes. She can stare at you no matter how you move inside the room. Please be very attentive to your behavior, huh? She's gonna be watching you. Also, because of the theories about who was Mona Lisa. The official ones say that she was the wife of Da Vinci. But there's another very strong and polemical theory which suggests that she could be actually the female version of Da Vinci in a self-portrait. So you know, Da Vinci is not here to tell, and it's kind of up to you making up your mind once you see her. Just have in mind what is official and what is not, okay? And I mean, of course, her smile, her eyebrows, and her expressive look, all of it made her an icon. But something happened to her and made her even more famous than before. Like from one day to another, the entire world was just talking about Mona Lisa. Do you know what happened to her?
Painting was stolen.
Yes, exactly this. And do you remember those Italian people? No offense, huh? But the thing is, there was an Italian guy who worked here in the museum and who totally disagreed on that idea that you should be here and not in Italy. So he said, if no one is doing this, I will. Then he just put Mona Lisa on his backpack and ran away, claiming that she belongs to Italy. Can you believe it? It happened in 1911 and she was missing for about 10 months. But then, when that guy tried to sell the painting to an Italian antiquary, they finally got him and brought Mona Lisa back to the museum. So right now, she's very, very safe and waiting for a visit. Okay? No Photoshop needed. You can all make your own pictures with Mona Lisa. And talking about pictures, they are all allowed inside the museum. Just no flash, please. Okay? So, do you have any questions for the moment about the museum, Mona Lisa, or anything? No? Okay, so let me check our time. We can have like 2 minutes really quick for making pictures here with the pyramids if you want to, and then we go inside, okay?
Oh, what did you say about what happened to Mona Lisa? I didn't hear.
She got stolen.
Yeah.
After the French Revolution, we had 100 years in France, which was critical for them because they grow a lot in this period. So many scientists, philosophers, mathematics, and all those people were important for France in general. They made an homage to them by putting those statues in here as long.
I'm part of the group.
Ah, it's a group. Okay.
Welcome to the museum. Right now we are under that big glass pyramid we see from the outside, which I find pretty cool if you want to make some pictures. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get you some maps and I'll be right back in 1 minute, okay? Excuse me.
Unattended must be immediately notified to the museum staff member. Thank you for your vigilance. Por motivos
Now, a few information about the museum you should know. First thing, right now we are in the floor -2. And if you want to stop in the toilets before starting your visit, the nearest ones are over there, so you can go there before starting. If you're hungry and you want to grab some food, there is a cafeteria over here, another one up here, and it's still over there. There is a Starbucks and a restaurant, so you definitely won't starve in the museum. Okay. And if you need cloak rooms, I mean, if you want to drop your stuff and walk lighter during the day, we have there Again, you can stay until 6 p.m., which is the closing time. And when you want to leave the museum, you should always come back to this place. And from here, you follow this hall straight to the end. It's the only possible way out of the museum. Okay? So, now, how to reach Mona Lisa? Easy peasy, huh? That's how you arrive there in exactly 5 minutes. Okay? And other than Mona Lisa, if it is your first visit to the museum, I would recommend you to also take a look on 2 sculptures. First one, can you see this big one with no arms? That's Venus de Milo. It's a Greek sculpture, and after Mona Lisa, is the most famous piece in the museum. Venus de Milo. You can find it in the floor 0. Right here, can you see the floor 0? You can find Venus de Milo right here. Okay? Other than Venus de Milo, we also have another Greek sculpture, very famous. This one, with no hat. That's the Winged Victory of Samothracia. It's a very famous one as well. And last but not least, in the same room of Mona Lisa, you can find a huge painting right in front of her. Please do not expect a huge Mona Lisa, huh? She's not quite big. But just in case you want to see something really, really big, right in front of her, there's the biggest painting in the museum, which is named the Feast of Cana, and it's a very famous one, not just because it's size, but also because it represents the moment when Jesus performed his first miracle, converting water into wine. Okay? So I would recommend you to not skip it as well. Okay? So I would say those are the most highlights of the museum if you're coming for the first time. I would advise you to stop on it. Do you have any other questions? Anything else you'd like recommendations, directions for? No? Okay, so if you're good, I think it's time to say goodbye. I just would like to thank you all for joining me today and wish you a lovely visit to the museum. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, bye.
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 Direi che c'è